Hello, everyone. I'm really excited to have you join us for the launch event. My name is Hamed, and I'm on the Oft Design Challenge team. And here on this event, we'll be running through, everything you need to know to get started with for the Onshape Sustainable Energy Design Challenge. On this call, we have Bernard, Alex, Kirian from PTC. We also have Isaac from Swift XR. So just going to add them to the stream to say hello, and then we take it up from there. Hey, hi, Bernard.
Hi, Hamed. Hi, everyone. So I can present right now. I start already.
No, at all. Just wanted you to say hi.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So thanks again for having us. Looking forward to presenting later on.
Cool. Awesome. Cool. So nice. So now we'll start with it. So again, we'll start with Of Developers. So Of Developers, again, our mission really is to upskill the youths, with our Imagine and Impactful Learning System. So what we run is we run one-to-one learning system where the students and instructor has that one-to-one connection, and then we run a lot of Imagine Tech Trends. So this is us in Outspace, where we had the event at the Global Excel event with Microsoft and Gemini. So again, a brief info about the competition itself. So, which is what you're watching, which is what you've applied for. Design Challenge is an annual event with the goal targeted towards product design, and we target it as a particular team. So we've run Design Challenge for 3 years now, and PTC has been with us. Big thanks to PTC being with us for all the 3 years that we've been together. And then what we do every year is we find a really nice team, and then we match that team with the global trends, and that is what students around the world design with. And really, the vision of the Design Challenge is a lot of students in school have access to resources, but most of the time there's always that gap between what is being taught in schools versus what is being, done outside in the industry. So what we do with the Design Challenge annually is we have this very nice team we work with, and then students get to work with some very nice mentors around the world, get to meet judges, and then when they do all this stuff together, then they have products that is then they're mentored around, they're marketed is marketable, and then we take those products and then again giving them that exposure they need to go out to the public. And this year, our focus is to use Onshape, which is a CAD tool, and it's an online cross-platform CAD tool developed by PTC, and then the goal is everyone will be using Onshape, which is the CAD tool, to design a sustainable energy solution. So at this point, we'll be running through our partners, which we have PTC, we have Vault.io, and then we also have Swift XR. So this is PTC, and we have Bernard joining us, who is the Onshape Education Business Development Director for the Europe area. So Bernard, yeah, thank you for joining us again. Yeah, can you?
Thanks again, Hamed. Yeah, cool. So can you just confirm to me once you can be seeing my screen?
Yes, I can see it. So
okay.
Nice.
So let's go here. So thanks again for having us today. So my name is Bernard. I'm leading the Onshape customer success education team of Onshape here in Europe. I wanted to take the opportunity to give you a short overview about who is PTC, what are we doing with our education program, which goals do we have, present some high-level partnerships that we are having outside of the HOF partnership, and then refer to our past user conference, which is called Onshape Live and happened on March 3rd. So what is PTC? We stand for Enabling Digital Transformation, and our logo, if you recognize this, has a kind of shape as a yin and yang sign. And so this is kind of reflecting that PTC technology is enabling digital transformation, and digital is transforming physical. And So outside of the cloud-based CAD platform Onshape, we have also solutions in the field of Internet of Things and augmented reality. Again, PTC is a worldwide technology leader. Our headquarters is based out of Boston in the US. So Americas is, of course, a very big, important market for us. But you can see Europe is a part of that, very important. And we are present in Asia Pacific. So really global, strong presence with more than 6,000 employees. And you can see here a selection of variety of products and industries that are working on a daily basis with our technology. So our very first customer was John Deere, that you all know for sure, the company producing tractors. They are yellow and green. And so that was the very first customer of PTC who has been using our cloud, our parametric design technology Pro Engineer. And right now we have acquired Onshape, and you will be hearing more about Onshape in the following slides. What do we want to achieve with our education program? So we want to motivate students for STEM professions. And as Hamid said, it's also important that in the education space, we are using technology that is being used in industry. So we have companies like DHL, Festo, and many others who are seeking for talent who can use Onshape as a cloud-based design platform. And so a part of providing access to the technology that is free of charge for the education space, we have also great learning resources that you can be using to getting started. And of course, for the educators themselves, we are even creating classroom projects, curriculum resources that they can be using in order to easier getting started with Onshape. So again, our goal is to prepare students for the SaaS disruption. So really software as a service, and to prepare students, the workforce of tomorrow, for a future with skills in the field of SaaS cloud-based product development. I hereby wanted to show only some numbers about our global presence. So we are present in over 40 countries. We have more than 4,000 universities and schools in our program. And this is not only related to Onshape, but you can see there are really global, well-known educational customers working with our technologies. In the middle, you can see Harvard Business School. This is due to the fact that our headquarters is in Boston, and we have strong connections to the Harvard Business School, where our CEO has even been publishing articles around the topic of digital transformation, Internet of Things in the Harvard Business Review. And again, when we acquired Onshape, we had around 400,000 educational users of Onshape. And with the situation, what happened with COVID, we have more than 1 million educational users of Onshape. And this tendency is, of course, heavily growing at a global level. We can see here some reasons why we have such a big increase in Onshape adoption. So key factors were, of course, that in general, STEM topics become more and more important. Students are interested in those topics, and also the fact that cloud-based technology like Onshape is so easily to set up. It can be used from any hardware device like Google Chromebook. And again, with what happened with COVID, we are right now seeing that huge increase of Onshape adoption in the educational space. And that trend is, of course, going up again this year. We can see here some challenges of normal CAD education being documented. So in many cases, universities or educational institutions don't have the infrastructure. They have always new students coming in, and they can't care anymore about updating on a regular basis their CAD tools. A part of that with COVID, it's been kind of an urgent need that students get flexible access to the technology even outside of the classroom, so that they can be using the technology even outside from the school or from the university without any problem. And again, remote teaching, learning become more and more important. And that's why you can imagine that a cloud-based design platform like Onshape can address all of those challenges that are existing in the normal field of CAD education. You can see here a quote of John Hirschdeck. He's the founder of Onshape, and he has been one of the founding members of SolidWorks. He said, "We designed Onshape to get the technology out of the way of learning." So he means basically that educators should be focusing on the teaching activity and not caring about IT infrastructure, software installation issues, updating it on a regular basis. And that's why to him it was so important that you as the students can also be getting access to free on-demand learning content from our Onshape Learning Center. So I encourage you on that journey of the HOF Design Challenge to also using the learning platform of the Onshape Learning Center, which is again free of charge. And we will be sharing with all of you the resources that you can easily getting started also to exploring the on-demand training content. So we have been hearing a lot about Onshape. I still wanted to summarize the key benefits of the free Onshape education standard plan that all of you can be using. So again, Onshape standard education plan is a professional CAD tool. So that is being used in industry by thousands of companies on a global level. And of course, more of our traditional on-premise customers are moving towards the cloud. In the Onshape education standard plan, you get access to integrated data management. So that means you can be, you can be putting any sort of document in there, and you can be easily sharing with other team members the document. So we kind of speak of a Google Doc of CAD, where you have PDF documents, videos, all in one single spot. And again, there is no need for file management or anything like that. You have everything in one single spot, natively managed in Onshape. As Onshape is cloud-based, you can easily access it from any device without needing to updating it on a regular basis. So the updates are happening every 3 weeks, and you don't need to install or reinstall anything. That's all happening for educational customers, but also for industrial customers every 3 weeks. You don't need to install anything. You are not losing the data. Everything is in the cloud. And so if you have an internet issue or something, everything is saved securely in the cloud afterwards. So you are never going to lose the data. And last but not least, Onshape was designed for virtual teams. So it's perfect for collaboration. You can be spread all over the city or the country even, or even over the globe, and can easily collaborate and be doing design reviews. And we are looking forward to hearing also your feedback about those functionalities that you have just been seeing. Again, I already mentioned that we have great curriculum resources, learning resources in the Onshape Learning Center. On our upcoming technical session on the 9th of March, we will be also showing you some of those resources. One course to mention is the Intro to CAD. It's basically really for people who have never been working with Onshape. But of course, in the Learning Center, you find also curriculum resources for advanced users. We have a recent case study which came out, which is talking about Fraunhofer. So Fraunhofer is a global research organization based out of Germany, but they have really a global presence. And we have one educator, his name is Peter Ebbesmeyer, who is using Onshape also for the teaching activities. And we will be sharing with all of you some of those resources that also underline again the importance of getting to know a CAD solution like Onshape. I wanted to finish with an overview about some of the partnerships that we have. So you can see we are working, of course, on student experience, student competitions like Hoft, but we have another student startup competition in Germany, which is called Jugend gründet. It's about students working on business startup ideas. And as part of that student competition, they need to come up with project ideas similar as you are running through right now. And that competition is supported by the Federal Ministry of Education and Research. And we are proud partner the first time as a CAD company supporting this competition in Germany. MIN Zukunft schaffen is a very large network of STEM-friendly and digital schools in Germany, where we are also partnering. In the UK, you have the Design and Technology Association. FIRST is a global student competition where students are designing own robots, and they have been heavily using Onshape. And there are several other sort of partnerships in the field of technology that are also creating benefits for the student community and the education community itself, because it's not only PTC Onshape, but a broad ecosystem of partners that come with our education program. Last but not least, I wanted to make you aware of an event which recently happened on March 2nd and March 3rd for us. It was our user conference called Onshape Live 2022. We had great sessions from the founder of Onshape, John Hirschdeck, but also there were industrial customers talking about how they are using Onshape. So for example, DHL, Festo, Google, and many others were on stage and describing to the audience what they are doing with Onshape and what benefits a cloud-based CAD platform like Onshape is creating for them. We had also a design competition which was happening prior to the event, and we had some awards which were being distributed. Again, that on-demand content, the recordings of the Onshape user conference are available free of charge for all of you. So I will be sharing this link with you via Hamed and the community, but you find hours of great content about Onshape, and it outlines also why it's so important that you as participants of the Hoft Design Challenge are learning something that is being used in industry. And with that, I wanted to thank you on behalf of our education team of inviting us, and we are really looking forward to working with all of you in that competition.
Nice. Again, thank you so much, Bernard. That was really, really good. I really appreciate it. And also, this is also to tell everyone that, PTC Onshape is also providing free certification vouchers, for the winners for the event. So I don't know, Bernard, maybe you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so certification is, of course, something important that we are providing. So there is a certificate associate exam that students can be taking, and for the winning teams of the design competition, we are providing them. And it's an add-on. If you have taken those exams, it's an add-on that you can be also showing to your future employers and show them that you have an official certificate recognized by PTC. So again, I think that's something really useful. And I will be putting you in the chat still the link to our Onshape live recording, and also related to the Onshape Learning Center, where you get access to the free online training content of Onshape.
Awesome. Thank you, Bernard. Again, really happy to have you here, and we're also happy to be using Onshape to design fantastic sustainable energy solutions. Cool. Thank you.
Great. Thanks again.
And yeah, Isiak, I don't know if you're on the call, so I could add you so you could talk more about Swift XL. So yes, so we have Swift XL, and we have Isiak, who is the co-founder and head of growth at Swift XL. Isiak, I think there's something wrong with your camera. Maybe you could try to change it. Maybe the settings where you switch your camera. Just waiting. Isiak. Yeah, but I mean, while we're waiting for Isiak, we'll also be having Jimmy Daudu from Voltio, who is the founder and CEO of Voltio. Voltio is an human-centric metaverse, so they're building the metaverse, and they're providing some of the winners with some virtual tokens. I think there's something wrong with your camera. I don't know if I change that. But yeah, again, we could go on with this. If you could share your screen so we could start. Okay. So I guess what we'll do is we'll proceed, and then once they come in, then we'll jump back in. So I'll jump into the prizes and awards. Right. So again, the goal is we'll be having a lot of prizes, which we've outlined already here, and then we'll also everyone on the Slack group you'd have a document that has the how we're dividing all the prizes. So we have 2,000 VHC tokens worth $1,000. That's the Voltio metaverse token. Then we also have an Oculus Quest 2, which is a VR headset for the first position. PTC is happy to provide 30 people, 30 participants Onshape vouchers. And then we also have a 3D virtual award for all categories. So all the 6 categories we have here, you'd be receiving a digital virtual award. Voltio would also be providing swag boxes for the winners. PTC would also provide swag boxes also for the winners. Oft would also be given some of the winners 6 months training program in our training sequence. What we do for the award categories, we would have 6 categories. The main one is going to be the first position, second position, and third position. First, second position, third position can either be teams or individuals. So team is going to be if you are looking at working in a team. Individual will be if you decide that, okay, I want to work alone. Would also have other categories such as the most scalable product, the most innovative product, and also the most marketable product. In terms of rules and regulations, we are moving with 100% party drawings must be created with Onshape. So we have Alex, who is on the Onshape technical team. We'll run everyone through a technical session on Wednesday. Later on, Alex, I don't know if you want to say hi to everyone.
Hello together.
Hello, cool stuff. So we'll be having Alex take everyone through an Onshape technical session on Wednesday. We'll be sharing that details with everyone. So Alex will walk you through, what's going to be like going from 0 to like 100% using Onshape, and then there are also like a lot of resources that he would also be sharing. So thank you, Alex.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice. And then all the drawing you'll be creating must meet our required submission requirements. We have our criteria, which is one is all conceptual design that you're coming up with must be unique parts that your team came up with. So we don't expect you to go online, download some couple of models from the Onshape store and then claim. So you must have a certain amount of unique parts. So again, your 3D design could have like 20 parts, but our goal is at least one part must be unique to your team. Then we'd also need a clearly labeled exploded view of your CAD drawing. So whatever you're drawing, you need to have an exploded view for it. Would also be sharing. Okay, sorry. So we have this template that we've designed already, and then we'll be sharing that template with everyone. The template contains, the description of where those and everything you need, which would also be a sample submission requirements that you'll be using to submit. Then we'd also have written document and sketches allows again feel free to have design sketches, play around whatever you want to work with, and then we also allow that also. Then any IPs, which is also really important because we've done it some of the hackathon over the past 3 years, is any IP developed during the hackathon would belong to the team that developed it. So a team worked on something, the IP of that product belongs to you, and so which is also really important to us. And you can decide how you want to go ahead to develop it also. Our timeline is the hackathon is going to span for 10 days. So starting today, which is March 7, is hackathon starts. We'll be releasing all the training resources to you. So we've created a document that has all the resources you need. We'll be dropping that in the Slack group that you are on. And then also we'll also release the design requirement document, which talks about everything you need to know about the competition, what we are marking against, what the judges we're marking against, the team, the parts requirement, which is 100% of your design has to be done on Onshape. Then on March 10, which is on Wednesday, we'll be having technical sessions. We'll be having the Onshape. We'll be having the Onshape technical session. We'll also be having the Swift Excel technical session, and then we'll start to group the team by Wednesday. So as of now, we'll start to release a document to talk through a couple of, how we'll go through the team grouping. Then by March 11th, we'll start the team hacking. So that's where everyone starts the hackathon. So team or individual hacking. We also have the mentor support, which we have very fantastic mentors with us that will start to support you. Then we open submission. So again, you don't need to wait till March 16th before you submit. For March 11th, submission is open and you start to drop, your submission. By March 16th, we close the event and then we have the hackathon close event. Again, we have time to take questions, which will be at the ending. But Jimmy is here with us, and then I'm just going to go back to Vault Hill, and happy to have Jimmy with us. Hey, hi Jimmy.
Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad. Thank you for joining.
Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Good. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, fine. Happy to have you here.
Nah, thanks for having me. I know you dedicated 10 minutes for me to talk through Voltail and also the impacts of, you know, what we're looking for from, you know, the participants of this and all of that. And I think it's important to stress the, you know, the criticality of sustainability in this ecosystem, you know, especially what we're building, how we're building, and being, you know, pioneers in the front when we talk about Web3 and, you know, design and all of that. But I'll just talk through, you know, 5 minutes, 6 minutes on Voltil real quick, and then, you know, I'll talk through expectations for participants of this. So hi guys, my name is Jimmy Dowdy. I'm the founder, CEO of Voltil, where we're building a human-centric metaverse, extended reality, leveraging blockchain technologies and extended reality technologies. Again, we're still trying to find a genre for the metaverse we're building, because, you know, a lot of people have the notion of, you know, it's play to earn, it's this, it's that, but ours is a little bit different, right? We're bridging humanity with technology into the space, providing opportunities for brands, providing opportunities for content creators to, you know, start to monetize their work, you know, bring in some form of earning power, bring in socially a form to connect with people, and, you know, start to bridge, you know, when we talk about humanity and technology, and design the metaverse in that way. Just quickly from a product perspective, what we're doing at Voltil is building 4 different islands across 4 years. I keep saying 4, across 3.5 years now. Each island would have 2,500 pieces of virtual land as an NFT. So again, we're incorporating blockchain into what we're doing. And then we open that up for people to buy land as a diversification of virtual assets. So while everyone's talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all of that, you know, you could start to look at how, you know, you diversify your cryptocurrency assets and even any digital assets as well. You know, within the roadmap, we have something called fractionalization and tokenization, which, you know, we'll start to share more details on. But what we're focusing now is giving folks the experience to come in and build. Part of our roadmap is looking at how we, you know, create a no-code builder tool, which at some point, you know, health developers and, you know, some of the participants will be, you know, privileged to participate in our hackathon when we release this out in the next couple of months. But what we're doing is starting to work with brands. So we have a fitness app in our first client, which is a fitness app in Hong Kong called Today Fit, where we've built virtual reality for mindfulness for them in VR, leveraging Unreal Engine, and, you know, now we're starting to integrate them on the blockchain. So what we've done is 2 things for them. We've not just only built an experience for them that we could pivot into the metaverse, we've also flipped their business model to make sure that they're able to start benefiting from what we call the metaverse and, you know, virtual reality in a nutshell. So currently they charge their customers 250 Hong Kong dollars a week to get a personal trainer anywhere in the world. What we've done is, out of this extended reality product we built for them, mindfulness in VR and yoga in AR, they're able to start charging their customers 350, 400 Hong Kong dollars based on this new business proposition and product we've delivered for them. So in essence, what we're now doing is, out of the 30, 60 minutes mindfulness, we're taking 5 minutes of that and putting that in Voltil later this year. In a couple of weeks. So anyone that comes into the Voltil metaverse can actually experience 5 minutes of Today Fit mindfulness exercise. And if you want to, you know, if you want more than 5 minutes, you click on the link there, and it takes you to their website to subscribe for more. The team is still working through the finer details around the integration, how we plug the blockchain in, and all of that good stuff. But that is the aspiration we're starting to land there. And that's why I said earlier, we're looking for a genre for this. So yes, it's a game you can come in and have fun, fully immersive with your VR headset. We're looking at this from a cross-platform perspective as well, to provide as much accessibility to everyone as possible. And then, you know, start to partner with various brands, institutions, and content creators as well. We also have a reward system within Voltil that looks through just like your YouTube model, where you're able to upload videos, and, you know, the more views you get, the more rewards or, you know, dollars you start earning, YouTube pays you. Similar approach in Voltil, within Voltil City Metaverse. The more content you create, the more views and all of that, working through the finer detail, the more VHT tokens you start to earn. And VHT tokens are our native cryptocurrency, which we've launched, and it's tradable now on three different exchanges out there. And that is Voltil in a nutshell. And what we're trying to do is take that human experience. Yes, it's technology. Yes, it's virtual, but bridge it together in such a way that we're not creating that dystopian Ready Player One type lifestyle. We're augmenting what we do day to day to ensure that we're enhancing our human experiences. And that takes us to the segue around, sustainability and, NFTs and, how we mint, how we make sure that we're building in a sustainable system or ecosystem. And we've just recently concluded talks with a company called Stability. They're based in the UK, where we want to work with them to measure our carbon footprint and also work out a program where we offset the carbons that we use during the production of our metaverse. So we're currently designing on building an NFT marketplace, which will be out next month. Again, we're cognizant of the amount of energy we're going to produce or utilize or expense with this production, and we're looking at ways where we tap into this. And we're also putting Stability in touch with a company in Africa that has about 18 hectares of farmland, and want to start putting in some automated controls to look at how we offset carbon, in reality with that as well. So again, we're also looking at that sustainable angle with what we're building as well. I'll pause there for now because I know that has been a lot of spill around Voltil and what we're doing. And just wanted to open it up, Hamed, if you had any questions or anything that anyone wanted to call out.
Yeah, again, really, really excited to have you talk with us today, Jimmy. And I know you'll be providing the winners, Voltil will be providing the winner with VHC tokens. So I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about that. What are your expectations and all?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I look at historic winners, Lilybeth, and co that have, gone through this academy, gone through this hackathon in the past series, it's all about empowering them. We could look at that in form of financial rewards, where we've committed to, providing 1,000 VAT tokens. I mean, albeit, money to kickstart some of what they do, a way to aid them as well, to say, hey, we support you on this journey. It's all about learning, and at some point we could even look at some of the winners. We could look at the winners on here and see some of the challenges you guys have solved and see how we could replicate or use your talent or use your solutions into Voltil. So I'd say watch this space. There's a potential for a role or some pieces of work that can be done with Voltil. Again, we're always looking for talented people and all of that. We're also providing some Voltil swag boxes that has a t-shirt, a water bottle, and some nice gear for the winners as well. So again, it's our way of saying, we support you, we're part of this. We want to ensure that we're educating and sensitizing as much people as possible within this space.
Awesome. Again, thank you so much, Jimmy. Really, really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you for having me, Hamed, and to all the participants and contestants. Hey, all the best. May the best, lady, gentleman team win, and we're rooting for you guys, and we'll see you guys on the other end.
Nice. And guys, and that was Jimmy from Voltil. Isaac, I didn't know if you are here. You could just confirm. Okay, guess not. Okay, and I'm gonna move to the timeline, right? Where we talk a little bit about the timeline. And so again, as I mentioned earlier, it will be a 10-day hackathon event where we'd spend the first 3 days onboarding everyone. And we have Alex, we have someone from SwiftXR also run through some of those technical details that you need to get started with the tools. And then March 10, we have those technical session. March 11, we start the hackathon proper. And March 16, we close the event, and we have the submission event also, where we have participants coming to talk about what they're doing. And for our judges, so we got some of the best people out there, again, doing work related to doing work related to sustainability, right? And then also try to make the team a little bit diverse so that we take care of our global audience. So we have Iziagbo Osele, who is the chapter lead for an energy group here in Nigeria and West Africa. Also, we have Jennifer Rogers, who is an executive director at IEEE. She works in the learning part. We have Dr. Jacob Johnson. Give me a sec. Who is the Director of Innovation at Tech and Technology at Carl Morgan School. We have Ayodeji Stephen, who is currently doing his MBA and has an MSc in Energy Studies. And then also we have Laide Abiodun Akonde. And Laide Abiodun Akonde is the lead engineering designer at Western Solar, which is a company that deals with solar energy, and it's also the lead engineering design. So we have a really diverse team here with guys like that are in this space doing really cool stuff. So, and then also for our mentors, we've gone ahead and selected some of the young mentors also within everyone age group that sort of like also fit with everyone, so it's easier to connect with them. And then they're also here to support you throughout the hackathon phase. So we have Abiri Ukwe, who is the ISEC president in Nigeria. We have Adesola Adeyeye, who is the founder of Green with Green, which is a movement towards sustainable, technologies and, climate change activities. We have Adeji Jumon, who is the product lead at Our Pass, which is a fintech company. We have Aziz Abubakar, who is a UN sustainable mentor, does a lot of work around climate change and sustainability. We have Praise Ayodele, who is a very popular leadership coach in terms of public speaking and all. We also have Fode Kamara, and we also have Felix for Menga. So we have some really nice people that would be supporting you through everything. And then with that, I'll just wait some couple of minutes for Isiak, just to see if Isiak is still here. And then with that, we'll just jump to questions. So again, if you have any questions that you feel you need to ask, feel free to drop it. And also, I would add Bernard and Alex to the stream so they're ready to answer your question. Okay, I think Isaac is here. Perfect, cool stuff. So Isaac, I'm going to add you to the stream. Can you share your screen? Okay. So waiting for Isaac. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. Isaac, I can't see your screen yet. Okay. Okay, so in the meantime, Bernard, I don't know if you can put on your camera. So I'll do back to stream, and Alex also, just in case we have any questions for you and Alex.
Great.
Cool stuff. So any question?
So I have not been seeing any questions, but happy to take them.
Okay, so I guess we don't have any question. Isaac, I'm still waiting for you. So if you could, put your screen, if you could share your screen so I can take it up to the stream. Hey, Isaac. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you see something?
Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, can you hear me?
I see a question in the chat.
Yeah, okay. So Isaac, just a sec. Your screen is still there, but I'll just put the question. So there's a question here. Alex, you want to answer this?
Yes, when you're a student, you can create a free Onshape student account. You have tab in Onshape that shows you as you're a teacher or a student, and then you must click to the student, and then you create a free Onshape account.
Yes. Bernard, do you want to add something? Is that good?
Yeah, so it's cut.onshape.com, but we will be sharing the link with the audience. I was trying even in the chat to share some links prior, but that was not working. So not sure what was happening there. But yeah, we will make sure to share the registration link, the learning resources, the Onshape Live links with all the participants.
Nice. Thank you, Bernard. And I think we also have one more. Okay, so I guess this is more directed towards me. So again, in terms of good, you must be to participate in the hackathon. So again, I think Bernard and Alex we talked a little bit on how to use Onshape. But regarding the hackathon, the goal of the hackathon is, you don't need to have any technical experience, and that's why we have Alex, we have this sec from SwiftXR that will run you through how to use the tools, which is also like low code kind of tools that doesn't require so much technical experience. And also if you're working in a team, you'll be divided into teams. And what this means is you could focus on other stuff on your team. So it could be a team of 4, someone else could focus on presentation, someone could focus on research, someone could focus on design. So it's not compulsory that if you're in a team, you need to do the whole card building process. So Ben, I want to talk a little bit about the technical requirements for using Onshape.
So I think, to be honest, we have different age ranges using Onshape. We have an educator in France who starts teaching using Onshape with students even at the age of 7. So it's really, you can start with kids, but of course that's going up to the university space. So it's really an industry, of course. So there is not a specific age that you need in order to be using Onshape. But again, from our experience, normally starting at the age of 7, more or less. Yeah. And for the learning resources, we have also different skill levels in it. So it's more for the beginner courses, which is the intro to CAD, fundamentals of Onshape, but we have some more advanced courses related to surfacing and other things.
Again, thank you so much, Bernard and Alex. Isaac, I don't know if you're here, you could talk. We have like 10 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good day, everyone. My name is Isiak, and I am the co-founder and I'm the head of growth at SwiftXR. So I'm going to do like a little bit of introduction to SwiftXR, and I would like to see if anyone has a question. So I'm going to be talking about what is SwiftXR. I'm going to be showing us some use cases of SwiftXR, and okay, like the live demo is going to be done later in the week. So for what is SwiftXR? SwiftXR is a fast no-code cross-platform development solution. So it is made for you so you can build web AR, web 3D, and web VR experiences easily without writing any code. So what we have done is we have made a template of different web design libraries, so it's easy for you to do a few drag and drop And with that, you have your web AR, or you have your web XR and web 3D solution live. So why are we building a web VR experience? Why are we building like web VR experiences? We have more than 3.1 billion devices globally that are AR ready, and these devices can be taken advantage of. So that is like a market phase already for people that want to build AR and VR experiences. And most of the AR experience that you see us there are China. So um that means like most of the experiences require a little bit of technical know-how, and most times you have to like have those technical knowledge before you can use them. And again, most of the experiences that you see are like people just want to have a quick experience of an AR experience or like an AR solution. So why go through the difficult routes? And we have also noticed that the building process using like native approach, trying to write your own HTML, CSS, and other using other libraries like AR.js and everything in between is very strenuous. So we have brought all of these things together. So we make a user-friendly interface and platform for you to do your drag and drop with your 3D model. So what is our focus? Right now, we are focusing on both technical and non-technical users, but we like to prime ourselves to say that we are focusing on non-technical users because it's very easy, quite easy for non-technical users to build web AR experiences using our platform. And having in mind that we are focusing on non-technical users, the platform that we are creating, we are working on this platform with this notion in mind too, making sure that it is very easy to use. And if you are trying to create like a quick iteration of a particular AR experience, then SwiftXR is the platform for you. So what are the key features of SwiftXR? So with SwiftXR, it is very easy for you to drag and drop your 3D model, like I'm saying, from your computer to the platform. So we are using a web local storage system for that. So when you drag, it's like 1.5 seconds, like or like 2 seconds when you drag, even like the heavy files. So we have like about 15 gig of space for you to use before you start running out of space. And we are creating an interactive 3D support for non-web VR or non-web XR devices. So what that means is that even if your device does not support AR or VR, you can still have the web 3D experience. So you can pan around and look at the 3D model from different angles and different sides. So currently we have no deploy license, so which means that you can create as much as possible websites as you want without paying anything. So it's free to use, and again, it is no code. Now we have like this roadmap for what we are trying to achieve. So we are redesigning the user interface so that again it's very interesting and very welcoming for you to use. We are adding like an API generation later in this year. We are also launching our community on Discord later in the year, in like some months time. So we are also going to like implement the beta version of. So right now we are in alpha. So we are also going to be like do the beta version of SwiftXR in a couple of months. So we have like more features and a lot of other interesting things to work around with. So we are also improving like the 3D model security on SwiftXR because with a solution like this, so it's very easy or not like it shouldn't be easy or it shouldn't be possible at all for people to be able to go to your website and download your 3D model illegally. So we are trying to make sure that this does not happen. And so a couple of other features that we hope to add in later in the year are like the project sharing features, more really in-depth AR experiences like image tracking, face tracking, and a lot of VR functionalities. So just I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the projects that has been built or that have been built using SwiftXR. So we work in partnership with Kovac AR. So Kovac AR is a real estate company that they are building. They want to build like a quick web AR experience so their users can or like their clients can see the houses they want to buy even before they purchase it. And with this, they can also, so if their device supports AR, they can also spawn the house or like bring the house to wherever they are currently. So imagine you going to like a plot of land and someone puts a virtual house on the land for you. So this is very possible with SwiftXR. And also we have artwork AR. So artwork AR is where you can bring in your artwork design, either most probably in 3D. So the artwork can be either whether animated or not, you can bring your artwork in it to SwiftXR, and with a few drag and drops, you can deploy and have your artwork in AR. So with this, you are able to bring the digital artwork into your, maybe your living room, your workspace, anywhere you want. We have another use case that is possible with SwiftXR is the interactive 3D blog post, whereby someone has created a blog post to educate people about diabetes. So this was launched on the World Diabetes Day. And what they have done is they created, using everything here was done using SwiftXR. So they created the blog post, they added text, and instead of adding just images for people to see the different parts of human being that can be affected or that's going to be affected when you have diabetes, they use 3D models instead. And with this, you are able to, even if your device does not support AR again, you are able to look around to see what the 3D models look like. So this gives you more information about the organ, about the different parts of the body and all of that. It gives you more information about them than me looking at like just mere images. So again, you can bring this organ into your environment right from within the website that is being created. So, like I said earlier, the live demo and hands-on session are going to come in later in the week. And I think that's everything from me. So looking forward to answering whatever questions you might have. Thank you.
Yeah, again, thank you so much, Isiak. That was really, really good. Just a quick one. I know that, SwiftXR will be providing Oculus Quest to the winners, also some 3D virtual awards. So I don't know if you want to talk, a little bit, about that.
Yeah, so another use case that we are trying to launch with this partnership with Oft Design Challenge with all developers is the way you can use virtual awards. Like right now, most event has gone virtual, and even with that, sometimes people want to present an award, and it's very difficult. So with SwiftXR, you can do like a 3D model of any award. This time around, you can even do like what is not really imaginable with real life award. So with this, you are going to be seeing, and I'm very happy that this is coming right from the partnership with Opt Design Challenge right now. So you can see what a virtual award looks like. And with this virtual award, you like with your real award, you might want to showcase your award sometimes, and it's very hard. So with SwiftXR, you are able to showcase the award to anyone, anywhere. And even if you have like a portfolio website or something, you can generate the iframe link and put it on your website too. So it's everywhere that you go. And that is one big thing with SwiftXR. And we are also providing an Oculus Quest tools to support the winners, because we believe that if you have done something as great as being part of this challenge and you are able to like come out, you should be like, you should feel part of the whole XR metaverse boss. So this is our little way of ensuring that you feel part of it. Thank you.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you again, Isiak. And and that's should, so I'm going to add Bernard and Alex back to the stream so we can all say goodbye. So again, it was really nice having Alex, Bernard, Isiak, Jimmy on this launch event. I don't know if you guys have any last word, for the participants before we start the hackathon proper.
So again, welcome and congrats that you are participating to this hackathon. I think you are all winners because you already got to this stage, and again, we are very excited to seeing your innovations being realized in Onshape, and looking forward to getting some insights to all of your different projects. And we are there to support you. We have learning resources, we have those technical sessions being planned, and always feel free to drop us a line. And with that, again, all the best for the participants.
Nice, awesome. Thank you, Bernard. Alex, what about you?
Yes, so good luck on all participants. And if you have a question, so feel free to ask. And we see us on Wednesday for the Onshape workshop.
Nice. Bernard, Isak, what about you?
Okay, so once again, I'm excited to have everyone join this challenge. Looking forward to all the greatness that you are going to create. And again, I'll look forward to working with you. Any questions that you might have, we'll meet again on Wednesday. Thank you.
That was okay. So yeah, need to be in a group. So again, so the hackathon will be happening in 2 months. How you want to go about it? I think I'm. So yeah, so so 6 months program is like shed more light about that. So again, the 6-month training program will be with OFT, so they will follow up with you after the whole design challenge space. So what happened is most of your questions will be dropping it on the Slack group, so we'll answer directly to your questions. And I think with that, again, thank you everyone for your time joining us. Really appreciate it, and happy hacking.
Happy everyone. Thanks again for having us. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Stay safe. Bye bye.
Bye bye.